There's something seriously wrong with these seats.
At the start of last year, we made this video reviewing American Airlines long-haul economy in 2023, and a lot of people watched it.
So today we're going to do it all over again and see what American Airlines long-haul economy is like here in 2024. Our flight today is taking us from here, Sao Paulo, Brazil, up to Miami, Florida. The exact same destination that we went to on last year's video, just a different starting point. We have checked in here at Sao Paulo, it was nice and smooth, and now we just need to head towards our boarding gate to get on our flight for Miami.
Our seats today were right at the back of this 3-class Boeing 777-200 in row 38.
So we have made it on board this American flight. The ground experience was pretty smooth. Boarding an American Airlines flight from outside of America is always a little bit of a strange experience, but we've made it on board, we're in the seat and ready to head off to Miami and find out exactly what American Airlines economy is like now here in 2024. First impressions compared to last year's flight in American Airlines long-haul economy, the seat just feels strange. I don't know if it's because we were just on British Airways a couple of weeks ago and the seat was really good, but the seat feels small, it feels really narrow, and the screen, IFE screen, we'll get into this properly later, but it's definitely a bit smaller. And the seats seem shorter, and I don't know, there's just something that seems a bit amiss with these seats, and they definitely seem a bit strange to us. But we will catch you after takeoff. It's about 40 minutes after takeoff just now. They have started service at the front of the economy cabin. We are right at the back, as you would have seen when we boarded, so we will be last to get service. However, one thing I do not like so far, among other things, is, as you can see, it's very dark. They haven't really turned the lights back on, apart from my reading light, from when we took off. So people are eating their meals, and I'm guessing we will be eating our meals in basically the pitch black. Seems pretty poor. After we have the meal, I'll properly go over this seat. Just be aware, we are seriously unimpressed with this seat right now. Okay, finally, over an hour and 20 minutes after takeoff, we have our food. Does not look great, but we will reserve final judgment until we have tried it. One thing, before we even get into the seat, the tray table, the seat feels so high and unnatural position that the tray table is sitting on my legs. Like, I can't put it out fully flat. Like, mind you, I'm not the smallest guy in the world, but I'm also not the biggest guy in the world. And never have I had a tray table that is resting on top of my legs and I can't put it fully flat down. There's something seriously wrong with these seats. Let's try the food and see what it's like.
Lee chose the beef and rice option, while I chose the pasta dish. Also on our dinner tray, we had a Brazilian pudding, a sorry looking salad box, some crackers and cheese, and a bottle of water.
Okay, let's just say that was a little bit of a disaster. If you've watched our channel before, you know that Aimee and I are really not snobs at all when it comes to plain food. We'll pretty much eat anything, and to be fair, most of the time we'll enjoy anything. That, however, is a big exception. The beef was not great at all, the sauce has no taste, and Aimee's pasta, well, let's just see how much we ate to see what you think our opinion of the food is. we are only about an hour and a half into this flight, and it's really not started off very well. I'm going to say it already, I think American has definitely gone downhill from 2023 here into 2024. We finally have a positive on board here. It's only been about 10 minutes since we got given the food service, and already it's been cleared away, which we have actually complained about on a video in the past on Cathay Pacific, that it took too long to clear it away. So the fact that they've cleared it away that quickly is actually really good, especially because it's such a night-time flight. So most people will be wanting to at least try and get some sleep. But as you're going to find out in a minute when I give you a tour of this seat, I really think sleeping could be an impossible task. Okay, here we go for a tour of this seat on an American Airlines 777 long-haul economy product. First off the bat, let's look at what's in front of us. We have a remote control for the IFE screen, which we will go into in more detail in a minute or two. Remote control, everything on it, and a keypad on the back. Slides nicely into its slot. We have a universal USB port plus the headphone jack for the IFE system. And then interestingly here, we have a worldwide universal AC socket, which is very handy, but it's in a very strange place on this plane. Normally you find them down underneath your seat or underneath the seat in front of you, which is a bit of a better place for charging things, but I guess it makes it front and center. Now all that is okay and relatively normal. Now is when we start with the issues. Our tray table. Already hitting my legs. The tray table does not go flat on my legs, which I genuinely, like I said earlier, have never seen on a flight before. Never mind a long-haul legacy carrier product. So that is issue number one. Following on from that, the armrests are ridiculously low. On every seat we have seen so far, the armrests are genuinely so low. Lower than my legs. You actually have to lean your arm down to get it onto the armrest. I have a feeling it could be an issue with the seat cushion being too high as opposed to everything else being too low. But it is the same on every single seat that I've seen on the plane so far, and it is genuinely really just not very comfortable. Because the armrests are so low, it makes the seat feel much narrower than what it probably actually is, and it just doesn't make for a comfy seat. Now, on to the next thing, which is really strange here. I'm only 5'9" or 5'10", so I'm really not that tall in the grand scheme of things. It does have an adjustable headrest. It really doesn't go up very high. And even me, who is, like I say, not the tallest of people ever, my head is above the highest position of the headrest. It is adjustable at the sides like normal, which is all good, but there definitely just seems to be something really wrong with these seats. Whether it's in the design or I'm really not sure, but it is probably the worst long-haul economy seat that we have ever sat in. And like I said earlier, it would even probably get beat by short-haul, ultra-low-cost carriers, unreclining seats. Come on, American, surely you could do better than that. Talking about recline, the recline is genuinely pitiful on this. It is ridiculous. It is maybe 2 or 3 inches. I thought it was maybe just our seats because we're up against the bulkhead, but the people in front have reclined their seats fully and they really are not coming back far at all, which I guess is a good thing for the person sitting behind, but for you in your seat itself, it's really not a good thing. It's not great, American. We were, however, given a nice pillow and blanket, which is a nice touch for this overnight flight. Now let's check out the IFE system.
The American IFE system was pretty standard, with a good selection of films and TV series to watch, as well as displaying the drinks menu on board. As you can see, the touchscreen can be a little difficult to use. And, of course, they also have Lee's favourite feature, the live flight map.
Now that we have seen through the in-flight entertainment screen, the seat, the food, and everything else we've done so far, it's time to try our best to get some sleep on this flight. I don't think it'll be easy. I'm not even sure if it's possible with this seat, but we'll give it our best go, and we'll catch up with you guys just before we arrive into Miami. Here we are, we have been served breakfast on this flight. We are just under an hour from landing in Miami, and I mean, it's not much of a breakfast, but wasn't really expecting much. What we've got little is something fine to keep us going until we can get something to eat on the ground. How is it?
It's a bit dry, but it's alright. 4:45 in the morning, it'll do the job.
Good morning and welcome to Miami's International Airport. The local time is 4:30 a.m.
We have arrived into Miami Airport. That is the end of our 2024 American Airlines long-haul economy video. It was definitely a big downgrade on last year, mainly because of the seat. And yeah, we're definitely disappointed with American in 2024. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of our trip, and if you guys have travelled in American Airlines long-haul economy, what you guys thought of it.